and timeless Four Seasons in Bora Bora. I am on a girls trip with my mom. This is a great place to not just have your honeymoon, but do a girls trip with your mom. She will love it, you will love it. What we love about this resort is everything you want can be taken care of here. You don't even have to leave. The snorkeling is breathtaking, the food, the service. You will be so comfortable, well worth it. Long travel day, great comfort. You're gonna love Four Seasons, so I'm gonna take you on a little tour of why we always return here to Four Seasons Bora Bora. We're only a few days left on our trip, but I walk around in a swimsuit the entire time. You don't even need to bring a cover up. You just walk around and live. So that is another thing about this area that I love. I just feel really comfortable walking around in a swimsuit, where maybe at home I would feel like I need to put a cover up on. Nobody else swims here, just me. This is our second time to Four Seasons Bora Bora, and I may see somebody hop in here for like a second, but that's it. This is my private lagoon all to myself almost every single time. Me and the fish. was walking back to the room, I saw a little reef shark. I didn't have anything out to record it, so I'm keeping you guys on me just in case the sharky pops up. We also saw a turtle this morning, and I only got the tail end of it, so you can't even tell it's a turtle, but I'm gonna try. Wish me luck. I want to be able to capture some good footage of some of the cute animals for you. Take us to the gym because I'm going to show a little bit of the property. There is an amazing tennis court right there. It's next to the lagoon. I've used the gym a couple times. I would say that that would be something that could use a freshen up. However, it's not like a must to me because I feel like I'm getting most of my activity daily, just activities like swimming. But the gym is a little dated for it being a Four Seasons. Another love item is the grounds. The grounds here are spectacular. It's jungle, it's green, it's lush, and the lagoon is incredible. Everything you see here is so beautiful. I think if you are looking for a place to elope, I would do it here. Maybe a 10-year anniversary celebration. That's gorgeous. Someone that is watching this, please elope, please get married here. Hire Jim, my husband, to shoot it. So breathtakingly beautiful. And the images that he could capture on this property, so good. Come back, that light is so pretty. Oh. Jim would crush weddings here. Crush it, crush it. Ugh. Okay, so here is one of my favorite little paths. Again, all to myself. It's because most people are just having cocktails. They are taking advantage of this property. I'm going to talk about our trip to Bora Bora. We stayed at the Four Seasons. This is my third time coming to Bora Bora, my second time staying at Four Seasons. I am on a girls trip with my mom. Out on Instagram asking some questions of what people might want to know about coming to Bora Bora and staying at Four Seasons, or just in general traveling to French Polynesia. So I'm going to answer some of those questions. I've asked about if we're staying at an all-inclusive resort. No, Four Seasons is not an all-inclusive resort. I do believe there are some options in this area of Bora Bora, along with all of French Polynesia. We stayed at a different hotel, and they did have a package where you could buy like a food for the day, and maybe that would be something, especially if you drink alcohol. I think that that's a great option for you for all-inclusive. We aren't big drinkers, so all-inclusive isn't really beneficial for us. Everything here is imported. Everything in Bora Bora is imported. So food costs are high. When you look at like a can of soda, that'll be higher. If you're drinking a beer, and it's like, I looked at the Corona and I think it was maybe $11 for a Corona at the pool or at the beach bar. So that's what we're talking about, being a little bit higher. But if you do go to a restaurant at home in the United States, just think it is basically double what you're paying at a restaurant anyway. Our math of what our cost for our food and beverage was, on average, a person expect to spend on average minimum $150 a day, which I feel like that's pretty fair if you think about that you would be going out to eat 3 times a day for food, flight costs. So on average, I think on the low end, your flight can be, your main flight that is coming from the United States to Tahiti, PPT is the code for the airport. I think that is about $900 on the low end, and if you go first class, up to $5,000 per person. Bugs. There are no bugs here pretty much. I saw a few bugs, but nothing, and there's no flies. We have had 0 flies. I have have a funny story about a little fly infestation in Vietnam that was pretty gross. We've had no flies, and I am a person that gets bit pretty bad by mosquitoes. No mosquitoes here either. Inner island flights. So inner island flights are about $200 per flight per person, so expect to spend that. Also, I did look at the chartering the helicopter, so you didn't have to wait, and that is about $10,000 to $12,000, which I felt was very expensive. There's only one company currently in this area that offers it, so they have the monopoly. Maybe another helicopter company will come down to Bora Bora, and that'll help bring the cost down. We live in California, and to take the helicopter to Catalina, it's only about $250, so I was thinking, oh, maybe $250 the helicopter. No, $10,000 to $12,000 per person, and that's a ridiculous amount of spending when the flight can be $200. Packing. Pack casually. You don't need to have anything fancy. You don't need to have any makeup. Don't plan on curling or flat ironing your hair or even using the blow dryer. Let your hair air dry and just enjoy relaxing in paradise. Use a lot of sunscreen though, and make sure you bring a lip balm that has sunscreen in it, because we are in an area that you will burn. I also did bring a hat with me. I brought 2 hats with me, so I would say a hat is a great investment bringing to Bora Bora. You get to Bora Bora after your main flight, and you take the little flight over. Then after your little flight, you have to take a little boat ride. It depends on where you're staying, but if you're staying at the Four Seasons, it's roughly 15 minutes, but I don't know if it's just because it's fun. It seemed like the boat ride was 5 minutes, but they say it's 15 minutes. So if you live in California or on the west side of the country, expect an 8-hour flight to Tahiti and then a layover, which can be anywhere between 1 hour to 12 hours. So you have to be really mindful of your flights so you don't get stuck with a really long layover. Then it's about a 45 to a 55 minute to Bora Bora, and then you hop on a boat and then take the boat to your resort. You do here, mostly you relax. Some people might find Bora Bora boring, but I actually really like water activities, so I find it to be my element and really fun. I swim and I snorkel most of the vacation and just enjoy relaxing and spending time with my mom. So I think this is a great trip for mother-daughter, and I really hope that my friends or anybody watching this does a mother-daughter trip with their mom in Bora Bora.